Buds and Buttons, I'm Vicky, this is Cat Mom Crafts, and this is an Is It Finished Friday. So, I need to find my thing. So, health update. The test results came back for the minor surgery I had, and it's not the scary C word, so yay. And the results of my bloods came back finally. I've got really low vitamin D, like less than half of the bottom thing that they want it to be, and very low vitamin B9, which was about 2/3 of the bottom end of what they want it to be. So let us move on. I've just moved and Lily's not happy with me, but I did need to get my coffee. So I've got 3 new starts for you, 2 of which are finished. So the first new start, mind out loud, go on. The first new start is this unfinished. Do you mind? Let's see if I can do this quickly while she's faffing. Is this top? It's the Happy top. It's a V-neck. It's got a little sleeve and a neckline detail and all these funky colour changing and a striped bottom. And that was by misse. I don't believe she's on YouTube, but she is on Instagram, so I will link her down below. This top is going to be out on Friday afternoon, and I believe there is some form of discount on it, but I can't remember what. It was a really easy stitch. The bits I had problems with the sleeves. What are you doing? But you know, we had the group chat going and it ironed itself out. I used held double because the instructions said DK, but what I got as DK really weren't. So I used True Boo and Stylecraft Naturals Bamboo and Cotton for the green, and the red and white, although it is different on the back, was Stylecraft's Cotton and Bamboo and Katia Pariaso. For the back I did Stylecraft Cotton and Bamboo and Yarn Art Baby Cotton on a 5mm crochet hook. My next start and finish was my one and only entry into Moose Flower Power Cal, which finishes this month. But I also double dipped with the Hooker versus Hooker. So yes, so Hooker versus Hooker I'll join in if it interests me that month. If not, I won't. But I made this little cute cactus with flowers in its hair, and it's a cactus. Just what it says on the tin, really. So that can go in the cactus and plant department. I also have done a tile of the week. It was meant to be other bits, but I was being a bit absent-minded and forgot, so I didn't. So that's just it as is. So that can go in its drawer. Right, and my other new start is buried under here somewhere, because of course it is. And it's a temperature blanket for 1980 in Sheffield, which is where I was born, and the year I was born. And I ran out of lilac, so I've got a day of January left to go. But it's really, really long. I've done 300 and yeah, I've got 300 stitches across the bottom. Maybe a bit big, but that's where you can see the differences. But I've run out of lilac, which means everything, I've got some more on order, but everything's on pause a bit until such time as that's done, and that includes my regular temperature blanket. But I'm doing every day on this one, the highs every day. I'm changing it halfway through so it's not obscenely long. I think I'm going to do I'm doing it half double, and I think for my birthday, that's not halfway, my halfway slipped somewhere, oh well, never mind. I think for my birthday I'm going to do half double V-stitch on the actual day I was born, just to differentiate it slightly. You've made it impossible for me to get my coffee again. I'm just going to keep it here. So, let's move on. There's no whips or finishes. Well, there's a cross-stitching finish, so I will show you that. It's my little kitty cat. I finished that the other day, so that can be in the little box of cross-stitching finishes that I need to fully finish, although that hopefully will be fairly soon. So, I've showed you my tile of the week. I've only got 4 more left to do. Boop. So, my Impkin. He's done for Year of the Impkins. He's got a very multicoloured tail, and this time I decided to just do a little smile. And this one's name is Pezzle. It was done on chunky yarn on a 4.5mm crochet hook, and it's 20mm safety eyes. I think he's adorable. So he can go with the rest of the Impkins, or the other Impkin, because measles are thing ones, so POC is up there. Oh my lord, what are you doing? She does this. She's trying to get out my sleeve. Oh no, you've realised that you can't do that today, haven't you? Because I'm on the wrong sofa. Because I'm not even on a sofa, I'm on a chair. Crazy captain. So, other make-alongs. I've shown you the squares I did for April for my body blanket. My temperature blanket you've not seen since here. You can see it, that's upside down. Let's try that again. Since here, I've got to add a new colour, guys. Green! But again, until my big ball of lilac comes through, I'm a little bit scuppered on that one. So you'll see that again at the end of next month. She's now curled up between my t-shirt and my cardigan behind me. The cat's insane. So, ow! Movie marquee. Where are we at? I've dyed and joined Dazed and Confused, which was the colour, and is... What on earth is occurring? There. And I've been making and joining a few more blocks. So I'm going to make a few more blocks sometime this month. But they'll just be popped in storage until I can join the next one. And that way I've got a good stock in hand so I can build it without having to make a load. So that, I think, yeah, is all my make-alongs. So, I also had a bit of happy mail. I ordered ages ago a bag from Bridget, or possibly two, whatever, I can't remember what we said, but I planned to send her, and I did send, some fabric that she would magically Bridgetify and send back for a different price. So I eventually I posted this fabric off and said she could keep any leftovers. The fabric came bouncing back because the post office did something wrong. So I let Bridget know this, and I said, well, I'd still like a Bridget bag. Just go with these colours. So I got, and I've already housed things in them, this gorgeousness with jellyfish, purple, Japanese knot bag, and it's got a little notions pouch that matches, and inside is flowers, and that is currently housing my Hexie jumper, and I have to say they're wonderfully made. And the other one, which made me giggle a lot, and is housing an as yet unstarted jumper, is this Alice in Wonderland one. Ow, 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 ow. In green, lined on the inside in the same green. And it made me giggle. Because, well, the whole thing made me giggle. The postman knocked on the door and gave me this thing, and it said from America, and I'm like, what? I've not ordered anything from America. Because, you know, brain fog. And then I opened it and I was like, oh. And then I got to opening this, and I sat there laughing, because not only was I watching Alice in Wonderland at the time, Alice in Wonderland is one of my top 3 Disney films, like joint second. The other one being Little Mermaid in joint second, and the classic cartoon versions, not the people versions. But my favourite Disney film is Brave. And there's no hints in my craft room at all, or about my person. None at all. None. That Brave is my favourite Disney film. But no, I was watching Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland is a joint second, and the bag is Alice in Wonderland. So that made me giggle, and there is no way Bridget could have known that, because I'm not entirely convinced that I talk about my choice in Disney films. You all know I'm obsessed with Harry Potter, but I like my Disney as well. Sorry, next door's yelling at something. So, moving swiftly along, who have I been watching? Bag a Day. Now, we did the A's and the numbers last time, so we're moving on to B. Bag a Day. Bella's Crochet Gifts. Everybody loves our Bella. Bitter Kitten, she is hysterical. Well, she makes me laugh anyway. Brenda's Knots and Loops. Brenda, I think, does a lot of lives, but then puts them up for a replay. Dinky Crafts, Divine Crochet, Fibre Floozy, Fluffy Boots, and Franny Do Makes. Franny Do is English. She mainly does knitting with the occasional bit of crochet. And she's from Leeds, which gives me a hint of the north because I'm from Sheffield. I know I've missed C there, but that's an entire list of its own for next week. So, we've got 4 congratulations to give out. We've got our gorgeous Miss Sam from Manfors Makes, who has hit 2k. Yay! Our gorgeous Litzer at Coco's Crochet, who's also hit 2k. Whoop, 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 whoop. Cinnamon Stitches has hit 40k. Whoop, 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 whoop. Now, Jennifer doesn't know me, don't know I exist, but we love her. And definitely doesn't know I exist, but the biggest shout out of the lot, and she certainly doesn't need me shouting out, but our Crystal, 1 million subscribers. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's like gamer levels. That's crazy. So amazingly well done, Crystal. I haven't got a whoop big enough. But I love you all. Plans, which do include getting a new clicker battery. So, sorry, I can just feel the cat vibrating against my back. It's really weird. Beginning of May, things are returning to normal circulation. Blanket tea stuff in the evening. My project's on circulation during the day, and I'll be doing cross-stitching stuff in the morning, also on circulation. Cue to plug my other channel, I'm Not Cross, I'm Stitching. The differences being that one project will only see love every other week. That's my Tiny Dancer jumper. And the reason that gets every other week is because it's complicated knitting and I'm going to need my mum's help. So I'm going to do it at my mum's. And Sundays when I'm at home is a very specific crochet project. Not crochet. The other thing. Cross stitch. And I think that's it, my loves. I am very, very sleepy. I had to get the bus to Derby yesterday and back. And well, I know it's only about half hour each way. Buses, don't do buses. Especially not 2 per direction. People, strange new city. No. Horrible. This was for assessment for PIC payment. So I was on edge about that anyway. But I have got stuff I want to be getting on with because we're going to Thing Ones later, as we tend to do on a Wednesday. If you're new, hi, hello. I'm not completely crazy, just a little bit. But I record 2 days in advance. Record on, like, say you're seeing this on the Friday. Record this on the Wednesday, edit on the Thursday, bung it up on the Friday. Jobs are good. Unless I've got a project that's going to last over several days. So, what's coming up? Next week on Tuesday there's a yarn review. I think. Yep. And then I can't for the life of me remember what's coming up after that. We'll have a hooking at Hogwarts in June. Sometime. I think. That's one of those that I need to record over several days. And because I don't need an excuse to binge watch Harry Potter, but will I give myself an excuse to binge watch Harry Potter? Absolutely. So I'm going to go back to what I did originally, just record it over a week or so and just binge the whole shebang. And that'll be every couple of months. Yeah, yarn review next Tuesday. And I can't remember after that. I apologise. It's downstairs. I've written it down. But as it is, no. Anyway, no. I don't know whether I want to go back to bed for an hour or just drink my coffee and plug through. I'll tidy up and see how I feel. So I'm going to let you go. Look after yourselves, because if you don't look after yourselves, you can't look after anybody else. And, you know, I would miss you if you were poorly. In the immortal words of Bill and Ted, be excellent to one another. And as ever, love you 9,000. Bye.